Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by...
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Hello everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. We have a very special show in store for you this week. Now it has been an unusual winter here in Michigan to say the least. And to add to the oddities, last week for the first time in its history, the sturgeon spearing season on Black Lake was canceled. What we thought we would do on this week's show is take a look back at a couple of seasons past to celebrate just how special that event is here in our great state. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm Jenny Sialik and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes, here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's the love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by
Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's destination since 1988. Featuring varieties of homemade sausage, jerky, brats, and gourmet entrees. Holiday gift boxes can be assembled in-store or online. Details at countrysmokehouse.com.
By Showspan, producing consumer shows including Outdoorama at Novi's Suburban Collection Showplace. The show features tackle, trips, boats, outfitters, the trout pond, and of course, Big Buck Night. That's Outdoorama in Novi.
Mid-Michigan Ponds has been building and maintaining ponds and lakes throughout Michigan for nearly 25 years. We combine biology and heavy equipment to make pondscapes that are sustainable and fishable. More information at midmichiganponds.com.
There was a special excitement in the air last Friday afternoon here on Black Lake near Onaway. Michigan's annual sturgeon spearing season would kick off the next morning at 8 a.m., and folks were cutting holes and setting shanties in hopes of harvesting one of the 6 fish allocated for this season. Last year and now this year, there would be no shivaree celebration on the ice.
It's quite a bit different. I mean, we have a lot more activity out here on the lake. People are driving a little bit this year, and a lot more portable shanties. People come up because our season's so short. Without the shivaree, well, it kind of really tones things down quite a bit, but we're going to bring it back next year. Basically, our program is kind of like everything we had in our planning part of it was we've pretty much accomplished. Made this, sustaining population now. It's growing. Our biggest thing is the sturgeon garden of spring to prevent the poaching, because that's where most of our sturgeon loss was through traditional, through the years. The education, the sturgeon in the classroom, that's another big program to keep people involved, get new people involved, get our word out there that, this is what it's all about, trying to get the young people involved to help rehabilitate sturgeon and many other things too.
The Sturgeon for Tomorrow group here at Black Lake has made an incredible impact on improving the sturgeon population and creating awareness here. After a relaxing night at the local UAW Retreat Center, we were back on the ice on Saturday morning for the big day. Anglers were doing all their last-minute prepping, and some were running back to shore for a forgotten item. It was time to fire up the heat in the shacks, clear ice out of holes, set up spears at the ready, and make sure everything is in perfect order for the 8 a.m. countdown. Traditionally, sturgeon season here on Black Lake lasts minutes, not hours, and with the great visibility in the water this year, anglers were expecting yet another quick season. Over the years, we've seen all kinds of crazy tactics and decoys used to catch the attention of those slow-moving giants swimming in the lake. From cheese graters and trash can lids to pom-poms and light-up toilet seats, anglers have tried it all. But it seems like a lot of people have turned back to the classic red and white fish decoy lately. One of the most comfortable shanties I've seen is Andy Archambault's wind-powered shack.
My wind generator actually makes the power for everything in here. I got a TV that I put up in Wisconsin and stuff. We fish with cameras. Yeah. So that makes all my electricity for everything. And just lights and looking fine.
That's awesome. This is quite something in here.
Yeah, pretty cozy.
Yeah. Carpet. Man, you even got a little area to take off your boots.
Yeah, I usually lay on the floor and fish.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a ceiling fan up in the corner that blows the heat down.
Oh, nice. All right. Good luck.
Let
me know if you get one.
Have a good day. Thanks.
All right, you too. Well, it's 7:35 on Saturday morning. Everybody's in their shacks, poised and ready. This is when all the sturgeon spearers, they're kind of focused, getting ready, and then once the season starts at 8 o'clock, I learned the hard way one year. I tried to peek open somebody's door and peek in to see how things were going, and that's a huge no-no because you just let a bunch of light in and then they can't see down the hole. So I'm just gonna hang out here in the middle of this cluster of shanties. We're kind of in the northeast corner of the lake, and it's kind of different this year. There's no DNR trailer to check in with your fish on shore, so you got to drive down the road to the DNR office. So I'll hang out here for a little bit, and then I'll probably head over to the office and see what fish are being brought in. We're allowed to spear 7 this year as a state, and I think they're shutting it down after the 6th fish is speared, just because there's sometimes simultaneous spearing going on as they're wrapping up. So pretty exciting. Feels good to be back. Once the season began, it was pretty lonely out on the ice, but I found a DNR staff member to chat with as we waited.
Alexa Curtis, I'm a fisheries technician.
I have a fish on the ice by the state park.
Oh. There we go. First fish just came in on Black Lake for our spearing season.
Name is Ash.
No way! And it's 10 after.
Yep, just 10 after. Season just opened about 10 minutes ago. So.
That's correct. It'll be tag number 226.
Wow, exciting!
Awesome.
That's funny how it works out.
Yep.
Just doing an update.
Just saying there wasn't a fish yet, and there we go. Just like that, we've got our first fish of the season.
We're after.
Oh, that might be it.
Who is this and where at? 3103.
We've got our second fish.
Oh my goodness.
Just like that, back to back.
All right, we think we're pretty close to the second fish that was speared. One of the fish that was just speared in the first 10 minutes is 62 inches long. We do see a small crowd gathering a few hundred yards away, so we're gonna go check it out. See if we can see one of our first fish of the day. We caught up with one of the successful anglers just before he left the lake.
Matt Barber from Sheboygan.
Okay, cool. Were you the first or the second?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. I come in right on the ice. I didn't even let go of the spear handle. All I saw was his tail. I only saw right where I speared him, right there. His tail went underneath my hole. I speared him and pulled him out of the water.
So he's right up at the top?
Right on the ice. It was crazy.
My. What time did you get him?
I don't know. 8:15 maybe. It was close. Have no idea. Sat down right after, just after 8. 8:10.
Is this your first sturgeon?
Yep.
Awesome.
Been fishing a long time. Been fishing here my whole life on Black Lake.
Really?
But, yep.
Oh, very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, I think we're gonna head to the field office because the 4th sturgeon was just speared at 8:27. It's 8:29 right now. We gotta get over to the field office and check out some more of these fish. The season just ended while we were on our way over to the field office. There are 6 fish on the ice. It was 8:35. This has got to be one of the fastest seasons on record yet. 35 minutes and it's all over. All that work all the prep, all the excitement, and it's over. 35 minutes. So much fun. At the check station, we learned that Matt Barber speared the second fish of the day. It weighed 67 pounds, it was 62 inches long, and according to the DNR, it had quite the history.
So this is a male sturgeon, the second fish of the day, taken by this angler Matt back here. That it's a big male, and we've tagged this fish through our research between Michigan State and Central Michigan in the past. We've tagged this fish every other year in the spawning run since 2002.
Really?
So 2002, he came in at the spawning run in 4, 6, 8, all the way through 2020.
Wow, every other year.
Yep, but he's not going to make it this year. But what it does is it shows you the spawning periodicity. Males don't spawn every year in the spawning run, and females certainly don't spawn. They spawn even less. Sometimes the females only come up every 4 or 5 years to spawn because it takes them a long time to get that egg mass. So, but this is a big boy male that this angler's gonna mount now.
How old do you estimate this one to be?
It's really hard to do. Probably 40, 50 years old.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, we used to age the sturgeon through the spine, taking a cross section of a dorsal or a pectoral ray, but there's so much error involved in it that it's kind of a guessing game. So anyway, it's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Scott Ash speared the very first fish this morning, measuring 59.5 inches long. Scott is a veteran at sturgeon spearing.
Yep. You interviewed me in 2014. I got one that year.
Okay, what'd you get then?
70 pounder, 66 inches.
Wow, and what'd they say this one was?
It's 48 pounds, and I don't know how long. They didn't tell me how long it was.
Okay, pretty decent. I mean, it's as long as the tailgate.
Right, however long a tailgate is, it's that long.
So how did it happen?
Well, I just looked down. I was answering a text like we always do, and I looked down, and she was nose right up to the decoy.
Really?
So maybe about 8 feet down.
Wow, that's got to get your heart going.
It does. It gets you pumped up.
Is this your second sturgeon?
This is my third one out of Black Lake.
Third
yeah,
one?
I got one in 2017 also.
Oh, wow. With the season closed, the rest of the successful anglers were bringing their fish into the check station, and I don't think any of them were quite as excited as the youngest fisherman to harvest a sturgeon. Young Andrew Maltby's fish was 56 inches long and 35 pounds.
Did it all on his own.
Oh my goodness! What's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew what?
Maltby.
How old are you?
11.
11. This got to be your first sturgeon. How'd it go? How'd you do it?
Good.
Sure, Andrew.
You gotta face this way.
How did it happen? Tell me what happened.
It came from the deep end, where, like, right under the decoy.
And?
Just swimming in, and then I threw the spear.
And you knew you had to get it?
Uh-huh.
How'd it feel?
Good.
Awesome. Good job. 11 years old. Sweet. Wow,
Is this your first season?
No,
we fished last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Sheboygan.
Sheboygan?
I've fished out here lots of years. I've never speared one. I've speared a couple in Wisconsin, but not here.
The next angler to register his sturgeon was Doug Blaskowski, who had his son Liam with him when he speared this 45-pound, 57-inch fish.
We were sitting there and dropped the decoy at 8 o'clock. At 8:02, he was ready to go home. So I talked him into staying, and 25 minutes later, come right in, center of the hole, right to the decoy, and we got him.
Wow, what'd you use for a decoy?
Just a red and white decoy.
Yeah, it seems to be the tried and true one, eh?
Yep.
Good job, guys!
Thank you.
Next in was Jerry Perrin from the Au Gres area with his first sturgeon. Jerry had a little excitement in the shack this morning.
He actually come in, and I missed him, and pulled the spear back up, and he turned and come right through the center of the hole.
Really?
Yep.
So how did it happen with your fish?
Just spun the decoy and I come in right up to it.
Wow. Is this your first?
Perfect shot. No, this is my third one off of black.
Really? So you knew what you were doing out there?
Yeah. The first year of the lottery system, I got one of the fish back in '99. So
nice.
That was pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So you guys eat these?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent eating.
Awesome. Do you smoke it, the meat, or just?
No, we just deep fry it.
Oh, wow.
Everybody does it a little bit differently. So.
Nice. Very cool. Kind of like skinning a catfish, maybe?
Pretty much,
yeah.
Yep. And then we chunk it up in steaks and deep fry it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's excellent fresh. So
awesome.
we'll be
Congrats.
eating tonight.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you very much.
This is just such a delight to be here and see all of these great fish coming in and these wonderful stories that are associated with them. It's such an iconic hunt, and it's so good, for the restoration of this, prehistoric species, and has such a great impact, not only on its evolution and its biology here, but also the economic impact that this 36-minute long fishing season has on this community historically over the years, on the small community here of Onaway and on the Indian River and the Sheboygan area. I mean, it's a really, really big deal, and it's such a tradition for so many people here. And it's so fun to actually finally get here to see the harvest come in and see the joy on the folks' faces.
The annual sturgeon spearing season on Black Lake is always memorable. Congrats to all who participated. A special reminder to all who spear through the ice anywhere in our great state. When you move your shanty, please mark your spearing holes with something biodegradable and easy to see. It's the best way to keep everyone safe here in Michigan's Out of Doors. On Friday night, celebration of the 2019 sturgeon season was in full swing at the Shivaree tent on the shores of Black Lake here in Sheboygan. After a drum ceremony outside, the party moved inside for more fun. Over 200 anglers registered to take part in the spearing season that would begin the next morning at 8 a.m. This year, I met up with our good friend Keith Stanton to spend the season in his shanty. Morning, Keith.
Good morning.
What are we doing?
We're gonna give it a try, going after sturgeon. This is not my forte. I feel good about being in a pike shack, but the sturgeon shack, it's a new experience, kind of. So we're just gonna go give it a heck. You can't get them if you're not out here. So
that's right.
We're gonna give it a try. Well, we're setting up with some folks that have done it before. The one girl that's sitting by us missed one just a couple years ago. She's not gonna be happy with me for saying that on camera, but in the year we were up here, which was 2 years ago, 4 of the fish were taken down at this end. So we're in about 16 foot of water, and we're just gonna hope for the best. It's kind of unless you live up here, it's kind of you throw a dart at a board and hope you luck out. But
yeah.
We'll see what we can do. So what we got here is just some baby lima beans, and they call it Black Lake for a reason. It is dark down there. So what we're doing is we're just going to throw a bunch down here, and this will settle on the bottom, and basically what it allows you to do is anything that crosses through your hole, their shadow is now going to kind of stick out. Well, the experts, for what I've been told, is as quick as 26 minutes possibly. From what everyone's been saying, the fish have been really active the last few days. The only thing that could kind of thwart that is with all the activity that's been on the ice here in the last 24 hours. But the source, and it's a good source, says it's going to be really quick. So, and that's kind of expected. You drive a long way up here, you do a lot of work, and it's over quick, but you have a lot of fun. So.
What brought you up here?
Big fish. I like big fish. And spearfishing is just a passion of mine, and so you got to come up and give this a try if you're a spear fisherman. I mean, these fish are huge, and it's just like pike spearing. I mean, same concept, just a lot bigger fish, bigger equipment. There's a few small variances in method and technique and all that, but all in all, it's kind of the same thing. So this state is just filled with such unique and great opportunities like this one right here. Where else can you go, and do this besides Wisconsin? And of course we have the elk here, and that's what I love about this state. There's so many opportunities, so you got to get out there and try each and every one and see which one you like best, and just get outdoors.
Keith had his new sturgeon decoy ready to go and would be trying out a prototype spear that his buddy Larry Harris made for him. Larry ran through their strategic setup in the portable shanty.
Well, we're in a portable shanty, and so the tricks of portable shanty and trying to spear, up to 150-pound fish is to, once you do get it, is to not let it pull you in the hole, and it can't pull our shanty in the hole. So we've got some ice anchors down on either side of the hole itself, so our ropes will be anchored solid to that, not our shanty. We are able to at least suspend our decoy over the hole through the shanty here, but portable spearing shacks are something we've been using to get out on many lakes in Michigan, and you know, this is the way we got to live. You have to think out of the box when you don't have a permanent shanty, and for the season being so short, this is just perfect for us to get up and get out.
We've got the official DNR text message. The season has officially started. So come on, fish. There's one right there on the edge.
How big is he?
Small, 16 inches, 18 inches. That was a sturgeon though. He got about here and then turned and went right away. I don't think I would have speared that one. It was a little small, but
we need his daddy.
We need his daddy.
Even though it was too dark for the camera to see, having a sturgeon move through the hole made for an exciting start to the season. Keith and Larry took turns peeling their eyes away from the water to check the text updates from the DNR. I never did meet up with Steve Bodinger, who speared the first fish of the day, but the brother-sister duo of Stephanie Miller and Scott Kramer brought in the second and third fish of the morning.
What in the world? Were you in the same shack?
We were in the same shack. This is my brother.
Yeah, there she is.
Second year out here, and I was feeling good about the spot. He goes, "You picked the spot. All right, let's go right here." He wasn't feeling good this morning. I'm like, I'm feeling it. And literally, it swam. It kind of cut a corner. It was under his feet. He didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't even see it, so.
And I literally said, "Scott, grab my spear." And I was one of those bend over, hope God, pray, and stuck him.
All right, you got one. What happened?
So then we literally got back from registry.
Came in here, registered it, and talked to my dad. He's like, "Well, what are you doing? You might as well get back, try and get yours." I'm like, "Well, that ain't a bad idea." You got all the crap ready to go, spears in the water. Walked in, wasn't even a minute, and stuff says, "Hey, here comes one underneath your feet." Look over, sure enough, there it was. So,
it was
yeah.
crazy.
So do you guys spear back at home in Wisconsin?
We do, yep. Next weekend we'll be out.
All right.
So my last fish was in 2010, so it was awesome. And to be here, we thank everyone for this awesome time.
Yeah.
We look forward to it every year. Long trip here, but it's so worth it.
Oh yeah.
A lot of memories.
The morning was moving right along, with only 3 sturgeon left to tag before the season closed for the year.
We just heard the cannon, so I'd imagine the 6th fish has already been taken. 9:20, and I believe the season is over.
That is it.
2019.
That is a wrap. Cut.
Well,
we had fun.
okay. Thank you.
They do a really good job.
Really good job out here, controlling everything.
Oh.
Well, it was lots of fun. We at least seen one little one anyways. I take that as partial win.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not on the ice.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
It was about this big. It was up high. It was kind of cool to actually see something. But, you know, I can't say enough about the Sturgeon for tomorrow, the Black Lake chapter. They do such a great job up here. The whole event, the tent and everything. If you have not ever experienced this and you're looking for something to do the first weekend in February, come up here because you'll have a lot of fun. Whether you're fishing or not, it's just a good time in northern Michigan.
A good time and an 80-minute long season. Once it was over, folks wasted no time pulling their shanties off the ice and making their way over to the Chivaree tent and DNR check station to see the successful anglers and their fish. As it turned out, the 6th and final fish of the day happened to be the biggest one of the season. Robert Dodder's fish taped out at 6 feet long and tipped the scales at 80.9 pounds, making Robert the newest Sturgeon Chivaree king. He had an awesome story to go along with the biggest fish of the season.
Thought I seen him over to the edge about 20 minutes earlier. I was looking way out far. I seen something big and black go by, and I thought, oh, gone, done. About 20 minutes later, he came right underneath my spear, right over the bottom. Grabbed the spear and stuck him.
Nice. Is this your first one?
It's my first one. No.
What was the secret decoy? Can you tell us?
That was just an everyday run-of-the-mill, off-the-shelf decoy.
Really?
Yeah.
What color?
Color, white.
Okay, cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, it wouldn't be an official sturgeon story here on the show if we didn't stop and talk to Black Lake's Sturgeon General, Brenda Archambault.
Here we are on Black Lake, February 2nd, 2019, and sturgeon season started at 8 o'clock. At 9:17, the 6th fish was harvested. There were 203 registered sturgeon anglers. It's awesome. It's a beautiful day. We've got the chivalry going on. Having the sustainability of having the opportunity to sturgeon fish, though it only be a few, is something that's very deeply entrenched in our culture, and we're grateful that we at least have that, because as you can see, people really like it. They've galvanized around it, and it's really a part of who we are and our winter outdoor heritage. So we're all inclusive. People should come out, visit with us. First weekend in February is the chivalry, and then usually the first Saturday in February is the opening of sturgeon season.
Special thanks to the Archambault family, the Black Lake chapter of Sturgeon for Tomorrow, the DNR, and all the volunteers who work year-round to ensure the success of a growing and healthy sturgeon population right here in Michigan's Out of Doors. Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Michigan Out of Doors this week, and really our special nod to the Black Lake sturgeon spearing season, as well as the sturgeon chivalry. Hopefully that will be in full swing next year. And if you're looking for a fun place to explore, that northeast part of the Lower Peninsula is a great part of our state, really, from Indian River, Sheboygan, Onaway, Alpena, all of that is really a cool place. And whether that's during the hard water season or the soft water season, lots of fun places to explore there. And make sure you are joining us over the next couple of weeks. I know on next week's show, we're going to have a really cool rabbit hunting tournament that I just covered a week or so back. That's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you're joining us there. And as always, if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By Alta Equipment Company, providing sales, rentals, service, and parts because uptime matters. From earth moving to landscaping and light construction, Alta offers over 50 brands across 7 Michigan locations to serve you. More information online or 844-GO-2-ALTA. By SCI. SCI helps protect, promote, and preserve wildlife through conservation practices, which include hunting. SCI supports and funds conservation programs in the state of Michigan. Learn more how you can get involved at a chapter near you.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my